Hi, I'm Sarah Magnan, and in the short story of Why I Want a Wife, written by Judy Brady in 1972, Judy explains why she would want a wife. In the 70s, most house chores were a woman's job. Taking care of the children was a wife's job. Doing everything from scheduling dentist appointments and dropping children off at school were a wife's job. Judy, however, finds herself thinking of what it would be like to have a wife of her own, to be free. Despite that utopia she had come up with, Judy is a mother and a wife, and will most likely not get use out of her duties as said. Though in this short story, it is something Judy wishes for, and this came due to the fact that one of her old friends is getting a divorce and now looking for a new wife. The theme. Carrying on, two themes that I have identified in this short story were wanting a wife and imagination. Judy uses her imagination on what I can only assume is during a time where her wifely duties are meant to be due every day on the daily. Imagery. The imagery was quite strong and detailed throughout this short essay. A few examples that caught my attention were about washing the children's clothes, keeping them mended to perfection, as well as arranging their schooling and doctor/dentist appointments. The plot. In the exposition of this essay was in the very first paragraph. Judy stated that she was a mother and a wife, and that introduces the character of the story. For the rising action, I identified it as Judy's male friend who had recently been divorced and was looking for a wife. This sparked interest in Judy to also want a wife of her own. The climax took place in all the chaos of wifely duties. Judy imagined all the things she could do if she had a wife, such as going back to school, studying her major, and getting a job or maybe even a career. This is the climax because it is the most thrilling area of the essay, not only for Judy, but for me, myself. Life in the early 70s wasn't very kind to women, and Judy was thinking of everything she could have and do if she had a wife. In the falling action, things started to calm down a little, as that's why they call it the falling action. The falling action occurred during the 7th paragraph. It is the moment that Judy begins to reach the end of her perfect wife list, as I call it. This is the moment in the story where it is clear that if she had a wife, she would be free. Free from all a wife's duties to complete on the daily, and that must seem like a dream to her. And finally, the resolution. The resolution took place during the last paragraph because she's thinking to herself, who wouldn't want to have a wife? And personally, if I was Judy, I'd want a wife as well in that time period. Another part of the resolution I'd like to bring up and have identified brings me back to the first paragraph, and I am going to argue this point. Judy states that she is a wife and a mother, and in a way, it seems she has reached a level of peace with her role at the time. Though throughout this short essay, I could tell this was not the case. However, only reading the first paragraph, it does seem like she is at peace with being a wife and a mother. Structure. The structure of the story was very well written. 8 paragraphs that had me hooked up until the end of the story. Each paragraph bled smoothly into the other, and I am very happy that I've chosen this as short essay for my seminar presentation. Character. Judy is the only character in this story, other than just a background character of her old male friend. I can just feel the exhaustion of Judy's duties and her life. This essay illustrated perfectly to a point just how difficult it is to be a wife and a mother, but lucky for her that the character is rounded. Narration. The narration was from first point of view. Furthermore, Judy used pronouns such as I and me. Irony and or setting. The irony of the story is that Judy is a wife and a mother. Simple as that. She is a wife and wants another wife. It is this almost a verbal irony because she talks about how much she wants a wife even though she is a wife. This is my presentation, and thank you very much for watching.